I dropped one of my melons. Yeah, okay, bye. Yep. Hello and welcome back to Zedaph Super Minecraft Adventure. Hope you're well. I'm very good. Thank you very much for asking. Last time, we made waves. As you can see behind me, they are trickling around in the background. And I thought, what better way to show the waves than to run around looking all nice and pretty for you. So I hope you enjoyed that little beginning bit. I certainly did enjoy. I've just managed to get the sand out of some very, very not pleasant places. But anyway, everyone seemed quite happy with the waves last time. I wasn't too sure whether I liked them or not, but I think I do. I think I'm quite happy with how they turned out. A lot of people were quite surprised that this came from my brain, but it did. Sometimes it does do things. I have no control over it. But it's pretty good. But the only bad thing that I don't like about this is the noise. That does not sound beachy. So there was a suggestion in the comments to try and cover that up, and that was using these little bad boys, redstone torches. If they get off and on and off and on and off and on quite quickly, I think it's in a 3-second gap, they will burn out. They will go, nope, I'm not having it anymore. Make up your mind. Do you want me on or off? And tell me now. And then they'll just go, no, right, that's it, I'm off. I'm going off. And we can see that happen here if we put redstone dust, block and a block, and then we put the torch on the corner here. It goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And then it goes, psst, and it goes off. It doesn't want to be on anymore. And we can bring it back to life with a button. Psst, like that. And that sounds a little bit like a wave, kind of like the shore, like psh, coming up on the thing like that. So we would need to kind of create a bunch of these that kind of go off in time with waves, and we'd need to put them underneath the ground about here so that we can't hear the pistons from the things over there, but we can still hear the psh. So if somebody wants to try and come up with a psh machine, that's what I'm going to call it now, then yeah, feel free to make a little design up, send me a link to a picture of it or a video of it or something like that in the comments, and I will check it out, and maybe we can do that off camera at some point, and we can come back here, and it will just make the ambient noise of the waves that little bit better and nicer. But that isn't what we're doing today. We're going to be doing some work over at the jungle base that we started a couple of episodes ago, or in fact not the last episode, but the one before. I want to do some more stuff there. I've kind of got that itch, that building itch, and yeah, I want to do some things. So let's head over there now and see what we can do. So here we are at the jungle base. I have done a little bit of stuff since we last saw it together. So let me just show you that. It's nothing crazy, but it's a little bit of stuff. Hey, look, a cat. Hey, cat. Nyah. It's a dead cat. I did not think that would kill it. Did it scream? Might have screamed. Screamed? Hello, Tango. Hello, Tingo Tuck. Hello. Oh, he's awake. He's awake. Can I come in, please? Yes, we can. Right, so this is the first change. There was a staircase going down before, whereas now Tingo Tech has a throat. And he has got lots of spinach stuck down his throat. Oh, no. So we come straight down now, and eventually I want this to all be covered in vines and look prettier and stuff. And this gives us a kind of straighter hallway. Instead, the staircase finished about here before, and this is the tower where we're going to have our mob farm, the centre of it. So we didn't want... I didn't. You might have. I didn't want the front of the room to kind of be this close to it. That's like 6 or 7 blocks away. So I decided to make Tingo Tech have a throat, go all the way down. Tingo Took, I can't say his name right. And yeah, it gives us a nice little bit of a corridor. We might actually expand like these walls back out a little bit this way anyway, so the corridor will be shorter, but you know, even if it's only like a little bit, it's still better. And I've expanded this room, I've neatened it up a little bit, which actually isn't what we want to do. At the end of it, I want this room to look quite like a derelict place thing, like a temple, like a temple that's been overgrown and you know, some pillars have fallen down and stuff like that. So we want it to look messy in the end, but I'm pretty sure the majority of this will not have this stone on the walls and floor and ceiling and everything, because yeah, it's meant to be a temple, so we're going to have cobble and bricks and, you know, all things like that. So we don't need this way in anymore, but we do need to know that this is the center of the room still, so it's very important to know. I guess this skylight is still quite a helpful thing. I guess we can just get rid of that a little bit, just so it's not right in our face up the eye line. So I want to kind of start building this room a little bit, start shaping it, start kind of working out what to do. This is going to be where the mobs will fall down. Here, this 3x3, they might just fall down a 1x1, but you know, we've got that ability, so we can dig upwards quite a lot as well. This is the ground level that I want the floor to be on mainly, so I'm going to kind of try and make like a little bit of a centerpiece, just so that we can kind of get a feel of the rough size of the room, and maybe then dig out a little bit of the walls too. So I'm going to get to work here and just kind of size things up a little bit, put some measuring tape down, and yeah, we'll see what we wind up with in just a minute. So here's a little thing I've done. It's not brilliant yet, but it's kind of just good for a guide, a starting point. We can kind of tweak it and adjust it and improve it as we go. But I had the idea of trying to include water quite a lot and moving things in this temple kind of base. So I was thinking down the edges of the corridor like this, we could actually have water, like a water gully kind of running through. Maybe as we walk through, something happens. Maybe as we enter, the water like starts joining. How would we'd have to make it go down, wouldn't we? What's that thing people do where they can make the water look like it just carries on? How would I do that? Because I want the water to run down. I don't want it to go down a block though. So, but anyway, it will come down the side here somehow, even if we have to put like fences there or something, or not fences, sides. And then I was thinking maybe these underblocks down here. I actually wanted to be able to still see a little bit of something. Let's just get down there. Hang on, let me use the dirt to get down. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so we could kind of create the walls to be cobble if I've got some of that. Lovely, and brilliant. We might need to hide some light sources, some glowstone or something down here as well. But then I was thinking we could have this go round. And is this the right bit? Oh no. Oh no, where is it? Oh, there it is. Whoops, I went too far. Okay, I always go too far. And there's these 4 bits all the way around the edge. One more, there we go. Right, there they are. We can actually see the water, but kind of can't fall in it accidentally or anything like that. I thought it'd be quite a nice little idea to have this kind of stream thing run round and meet up together and kind of power the temple whenever we're here. Like, whenever we're here, the water is running around and through. Whenever we're not here, it isn't, kind of thing. Let me out! I'm trapped. Let's have a look. So, if we was to put a bucket down there... Yeah, we can see the water flow. Why is it sort of flowing this way and not going around that corner? I don't know. But maybe we could even have the whole base kind of running off like one source of water, and it kind of trickles and splits and kind of goes along all these gullies and things like that, aqueducts or whatever you want to call them. But I think that's quite nice. I mean, it's a bit bumpy, a bit of a bumpy centerpiece. Let me get some more water down just to kind of see how it looks if it was flowing through all of them. Down like that. You can't actually tell it's flowing very well. But it's not too bad. Let me try replacing these with wooden fences and seeing if that looks any better. And I've officially made a mess. Okay, so I decided to just do some stuff, right? Before showing you some things, I just kind of went a bit crazy. And I just did things. I kind of got a little carried away. So we now have a corridor with water coming down. In fact, let me go from the beginning. Let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. A, B, C, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get a copyright claim. So, we're up here at Tango's, in Tango's throat, and we have this single water thing that appears from here. I'm going to use this shelf to put some some pot plants on or something like that. I don't know just yet, but this is where it comes from, and it dribbles all the way down the hole until it splits here at his stomach, almost. Again, we will tidy all of this up eventually, and it splits down either side. Comes either side of the path here, which we can't actually... well, we can kind of fall in it there, but here we can't fall in it. And the water trickles all the way down, and then it goes down a little bit, and it goes down, and it goes down, and it goes down. And I've actually made this lower than it was. Originally, it was up here. The room is going to be lower. I think it just looks better to have an entrance that comes down a little bit more. And, you know, why not? We've got the room. There's no harm in going a little lower. So there was a little trick that I wanted to try out, and I think it's going to work. It's basically a way to expand this water stream, because I want the water stream to be upper level. So I want it to be resting on these blocks here, like this. And to do that, it's kind of a little bit too far for it to travel. So I want the water to be on top of there, so we kind of could get our feet a little bit wet and splosh through the water as we get to the middle platform. And to do that, as you can see, look, we're already running out of room here. We can't go any lower. This is the last bit we want to go on. So I can expand it a little bit more by having these kind of little extra spurts of something, right? Okay, so look, if I put a block there, the water will no longer flow. It's as full as it goes. But if I dig in a little bit here and put a water source, in fact, I could probably put it here. I wonder what would happen. But if I put it back here, the water still looks like it flows in this direction. We don't get any kind of like backflow or anything like that. And yet, look, it has now reached over the gap, but only by 1. So let me quickly see if I put that 1 block forward, i.e. there. Yeah, now look, now we get static water and things like that. We don't want that. We want full flowing leftwards water. So that's as far as it can go. But if we did that every so often, if we did another one here, I am going to need to get some water. Run for the water. Run for the water quickly. As quick as we can. Alright, got water. Run back again quickly. As fast as we can. Right, if I do another one... No, now the water goes static. What if I went... Oh, can I block the hole? What if I went one more? Would the water stay static? The water flows back. Actually flows backwards. Okay, so we can only expand them sort of by 1 at a time, but that one looks good. So now we can go down another one, and I think if it stops there. But that's the trouble, we want it on that one. But right, let me see. If I expand it here, would this do the same thing? Yeah, the water still looks like it's flowing in one direction, yet it's gone an extra block. Maybe we should have it where it kind of... I was thinking of doing this, right? We have a dispenser with a water bucket in, which this water stream kind of activates. So it's kind of the same water stream, but not kind of thing. And it would replenish the height of the water stream, if that makes any sense. And as long as we hide that section of it, it would be fine. I.e., we could have this go off into the wall here. In fact, let's try that out now. If we have it go like that, we might have to make it go in a little bit earlier, actually, just so that we can't see. Like this. We know the water stream comes in there. Then the water stream could come back out again, i.e. here, but it would just be a brand new water stream. Water, please! Water! Let me up. I need water. And we could kind of just do a few little tricky bits like that. But I would quite like it where if I shut the water stream off up there, all the water would stop in the whole jungle base. If I stop that one, if I pick that up with a bucket, it would stop. Because, I mean, well, let me place this water down and let's have a look. Just whether that looks good or not. You just close that off, so it would wrap around there, and we'd have another one coming out here as well. But if I pick up this water, let me just pick up the water and put it back down again, and I want to see if it all flows back kind of to normal, because if not, then we're in trouble. So pick up the water, disappear water, be gone. Gone, 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 gone. I can still see a bit of blue. Right, place the water down and let's follow it. Okay, it's split. Ah, but these waters stay. Bit of lag. And then it went down. Okay, so it kind of does work. But this is what I mean. I'd need some kind of pressure sensitive water detector to then output these extra little bursts of water as well. So I might have to go back to the drawing board on this. This idea is very, very half formed. In fact, it's not even half formed. It's like 2% formed. But I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting there. So I'm going to do a little bit more and we will come back and kind of see. I'm going to try and kind of get it to a relatively finished point, you know, where it looks a bit better, where it's not half downwards and half up here. And I'll see if I can kind of solve any of those little problems that we've got along the way. But overall, you know, at the minute, it's just all cobblestone and things. When we're done, I'm going to mix in some mossy cobble and add vines and all things like that too. So it's going to look a lot better, and obviously these walls need to be improved as well. But right now, I just want to kind of get the functionality in the base a bit. Maybe even add some kind of like water wheel thing here. I don't know. That might be quite nice, but I'd rather not go down another block. I mean, if I have to, I will. In fact, I probably will have to. So, but that would just give us the full wraparound ability of the water, so that then this whole middle section can kind of be, you know, watered up, and that's what we want to do. So, like I say, I'm going to go tinker with it a little bit more and see if I can fix my problems. A splish, a splash, a splish, a splash, a blub, 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 a blub, and it splits, and it splits, and it trickles down, and it goes, and it goes. We're racing, we're catching up with it. It goes round, it goes down, and yay, it goes to the end. So I managed to kind of solve all my problems by just making this go down a couple more blocks, because like I said before, it doesn't matter how far we go down, it doesn't matter. We can just keep going down. And you know what? I think this looks pretty cool. I think from back here, it's quite a nice kind of view of the room, and especially from up here, this is like the best view in the house. Oh, look at that for an entrance. That's pretty cool. And then I think the rest of the base we're going to have to kind of have go down even further. So the whole base is going to be on a slope. But, you know, it's a jungle temple that's been left here for hundreds of years. So, you know, the foundations are probably a bit rubbish, so it's on a slope. And then there's all this water trickling down too. But I think that looks really cool. I'm quite happy with it. We're obviously going to have this place here be where the mobs fall down. And I'm not too worried about having like a pickup, like hopper system to pick up the items of that. They can just sort of be messy there and we can come and collect them here and there every so often. But I don't know, maybe we'll do some kind of system that comes down and flushes this middle platform off a little bit and into a hopper hidden away a little bit more or something like that. Who knows? But it's pretty cool. Again, I've got room here on the walls for some kind of like water wheel or something. I want to get movement in the base. I think that would look really cool with like pistons and stuff. The trouble is you can hear the pistons. That's the downside. But if we can get some kind of thing going on, I think that would look pretty cool with some wood. Maybe make it look like it's spinning or something like that. We can split the water off from the sides here and go around the edges of the room, and we can also split the water off like underneath here and go down further too. The room's going to be taller, the room's going to be like longer that way and maybe wider on the sides and deeper down in the bottom here as well. It's going to be cool. Waterfalls, jungle trees inside. Who's ever heard of a tree inside? Lots of people have. It's probably quite a thing that happens often. I don't know, but we're gonna kind of prettify it up by destroying it a little bit more nearer the end and make it look a little bit more derelict, like I say, pillars that are falling over and stuff like that too. I kind of want to mix in some quartz perhaps, so we're kind of going for like stone, water and quartz as kind of the colour scheme, but not much quartz. We want it to look dirty. If there's quartz, it has to have vines growing on it to make it look dirty quartz. I think it'd be really cool if you could like dirty up blocks kind of thing, or there was some kind of block you could put over something that was like a panel that was like transparent, and you could have different textures on it. So you could have like a burnt looking block, you could have a dirty looking block, you could have a shiny looking block, and like you'd literally put a panel on it and it would make whatever block it was look that kind of added texture. I don't know, and they were like semi see-through. I'm not sure, I'm just talking a load of rubbish now, but so far so good. I'm happy with how this thing's coming. We do need to get the functionality of the mob farm. Well, not the functionality. We need to build the mob farm, like, completely. There's nothing up there. We need to build it. Get your ideas for that sent in, as well as this farm is going to have a couple of other... not this farm, this base is going to have a couple of farms in as well. Like I've said before, we're going to have vines, we're going to have cocoa beans, we're going to have jungle trees. This is going to be the home for that. Maybe even a potion kind of set up place. I don't know, I was just thinking of water and things like that too. Maybe a netherwart farm, that seems a bit jungly-fied. Maybe some kind of cat breeding area. I don't really know now. Literally my brain and my mouth have disconnected and they're not talking to each other anymore. So yeah, my mouth's just allowed to say whatever it wants. But I think that's going to do for the jungle base for now. Like I say, get your ideas in if you have any and let me know your thoughts. Like I say, very happy with the idea of a single water bucket kind of powering the whole base, and when we leave, the water bucket goes, and when we come back, the base kind of comes to life with the water. I think that's a very good idea. But for now, let's go and have a little look at what else we're going to be doing for the rest of the episode. There are certain people in this world that have helped me and the channel, and I think it's only right that they are properly celebrated and rewarded by having a fake grave built for them in the back of a cowboy village near my house. These people were special to me and the channel, and have helped the channel to grow a little bit, not very much, but they tried, as did I, and for that I thank them. And I'm gonna now start putting their names onto the said graves and then bury said people if I can find my list of the names, because I can't remember them off by heart. Glenn. Why am I not typing properly? Why is it not typing now? I've used the anvil instead of placing a sign on the anvil. First error there. So that stands for really really appreciated pal. This one's for Glenn. They know, all these people know what they've done. I just wanted to show them my respect by like I say, giving them this fake death. Where's this? And we can bury them. That's the coffin down there, by the way. As you can see, it's empty, or it's very, very black. The next person to not actually have died. Is this really horrible? Really appreciate it, pal. We have Eric, and I'm gonna spell your name properly, Eric. Thank you both. And Eric, there's another Eric. Erics everywhere. Erics are the most, lovely people in the world. If I could spell your name again, I can't spell your name. Maybe I'll just spell everyone's names wrong, just for fun. Thank you is all I can say. I will shed a tear for you. They're the two Erics there. We've got Ladir. You're just perfect. You're very, very perfect, and I thank you. And it's getting a bit dark. It's a bit scary. Graveyards at night are scary. And finally, today we rest. Let me put rest. Really appreciate it. We put Screaming Monk to bed. May you not scream anymore. Please. The neighbours are having a go. Berry. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. I've brought some extra coarse dirt. These people we thank. Good night. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.